Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Rose Tinted Glasses, the series where I go back and play much loved games from the 80s, 90s, and noughties to see how well they hold up. Today's game is Red Faction off the PS2. I think this released in, I'm going to say 2001. I absolutely adored this game. It blew my mind at the time. I'm just going to have a quick... Yeah, oh god, I'm not doing a good job of changing these controls. I just want to change them around so that it's a bit more fluid, I guess, recognizable, feels a bit more natural. I keep changing. Is that? This seems right. I want reload to be not triangle. What am I doing? Oh, for God's sake, I've made it up. There we go. Anyway, where was I? Sorry about that interruption. Yeah, I played Red Faction back in the day. Absolutely loved it. It was groundbreaking. It was revolutionary with its destruction and letting you bust through walls to get to other rooms. It was like way ahead of its time. Brilliant game. Fast-paced, like so many first-person shooters were back then. They were chaotic. Didn't really have checkpoints. It was up to you to save, and if you didn't save, then... well, you're starting the game again. I remember absolutely nothing of the story outside of you're a bloke in a mining facility on Mars. That's it. It was probably similar to a lot of first-person games back in those days. The story was very secondary to the chaotic, fast-paced gameplay. So, yeah, I think I can be forgiven for not really remembering the plot. The audio here, like the voice acting is decent, still holds up. I think visually it's not too bad at all. Properly constructed faces, not like GoldenEye where it was just a face slapped onto a flat polygon. I didn't really care about story back then anyway. I was like 11 or 12, I just wanted to shoot stuff and just mindless violence. Ah yes, the plague, I think he means the plague. He's definitely just said plague. Pesky outer space plagues, eh? Yeah, it's pretty standard fare. We're trying to break out of this facility, get away from evil overlords, bosses, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, that are forcing us to do this. These games were developed by Volition Inc., I believe it was. Not sure if they had much of a pedigree before these games. Not sure what they've done after them. What were the other games? Obviously, you had Red Faction 2, which was fantastic. Just took everything that the first game did and just multiplied it by 100, turned it up to 11. There was Red Faction Guerrilla, and then I forget the name of the other one. They were more free roam adventure third-person games. They were very, very good, really underrated. Right, let's get into it then. Here we go. Man, this takes me back. I just got a little bit of goosebumps there. Looks decent. Obviously, it's just very bland and murky at the moment. What's going on down there? I seem to recall when it first starts, you don't just head straight down. I'm sure you go off to the sides. What's through here? I will be coming back there to break that wall down. Controls well. As I said, it's very fast-paced. Right, zap you, pal. Oh, am I? Zap. Yeah, we go. My first gun already. Oh, no. Chris, stop. What? There we go. Jesus, stop silencing it and unsilencing it. The gunplay, the gun combat, whatever you want to call it, it's fine. It's not... I don't know, it's obviously very early doors, but... It's not particularly satisfying, if you know what I mean. Like, when you pull the trigger to shoot, it doesn't really feel... I don't know, it doesn't feel heavy enough. It doesn't feel like you're pulling a trigger. It's very loose, very floaty. Maybe that'll change with different weapons, I cannot remember. But then at the same time, on the PlayStation 5, I don't like haptic feedback. I find it a bit annoying. I appreciate why it's there, and probably many millions of people who absolutely love it, but I'm just not a big fan of it. How does this open? Not by shooting it. Here we go. Here's the body of the game. Explosives. Nice big yellow X there. Yes, boy. Lovely. Who needs a tutorial when you can just slap a big yellow X on the floor, eh? Yeah, the destruction's just as good as I remember it being. So how old is this game? It's about 20... maybe I'm going to say about 22, 23 years old. Other FPS games around the time would have been the stuff like Time Splitters. I think Black probably came maybe a couple of years after this, maybe 3 years after this. Okay, so I can't really go up. Now here's the thing I do recall. Obviously there's very little hand holding. You've got to listen. There's not really any signs of where to go, what to do, what your objective is. I don't think there's an objective screen or area. But the levels are all very small, concise. Definitely feels like a series of corridors a lot of the time, and alleyways. Oh god, who shot me? There's a lot of explosive available. But yes, no, I remember back in the day in the early 2000s, this was a little bit confusing. This game, just about where to go. There's a lot of tunnels. There's a lot of doors. Everywhere looks the same. Am I stuck? Come on, jump! I want to get out of the way. I absolutely love... Crikey, how many? I've got... I must have about 10 or 15 thingies already. Okay, right, you want me to go with you? Yeah, that's fine, but I want to blow things up a bit more, please. If that's all the same with you. Lovely. Nice, stupid enemy AI. I just blown up that wall and he was none the wiser. So yeah, AI, not the best back in these days. Not the most intelligent of enemies. Not the most reactive or responsive. But it was 2001. I keep saying 2001. I've got a quiet confidence. I'm pretty sure it was 2001. Yeah, just had a very quick look online. It was May 2001. So I'll have to have a look and see what else was releasing around that time. I think Time Splitters might have been the year before. I don't know. I'm 35 now. It's all a bit of a muddled up mess. I can't really remember when anything happened ever. Right, I need to find my way back to those. I think it was those two gentlemen in that nondescript cave. Was it up here? Whereabouts? Was it down this one? No, this looks like one of the mini tunnels. More charges. Thankfully, I've not done this as a live stream, or else people will just see me getting lost and confused and hurting myself with remote charges in tunnels that cannot be blown up. So, I'm gonna have to. This is where I started. This is the first. Okay, it can't be. I'm sure I started going down, so surely it must be going down. Got a big old jump. I love that there's a jump, because Time Splitters didn't let you jump. Where is this? This looks... I remember this. I recognise this room. I think that's wrong. Oh, didn't mean to pause. Again, didn't mean to pause. Apologies for that little section there, guys. I had to... Oh, hello. Yeah, lovely. Good. I finally found the way to go. And in post, I've gone back and just sped up that whole bit, because it was just like 3 minutes of me going around in circles. So yeah, but I've discovered the way to go. Like I said, it is a very vague game. It's very lets you just sort it out for yourself. Other than these big X marks the spot kind of bits. What are we doing here? Oh, who did that? I don't know if these drones are enemies. This looks. I was going to say this looks. I recognise where I am, but I don't because there's enemies here now. Unless they've just flooded the caves that I was already in. Well, I feel like no. This is where I was before. That's that little bit going down there when I got stuck jumping. So, first impressions of a game that I've not played for 20 plus years are graphically still holds up fairly well. Like I'm not offended by the graphics. I think the guns look decent. The bob looks decent. The hand, the enemies, some of the modelling on the faces is still fairly good for back in its day, for back in its time. The gunplay is okay. I think I'll get used to it more. Obviously, there's an auto aim already on. The auto aim is obviously very helpful, but enemies take quite a lot of punishment unless you get a headshot. And at the moment, I think I have got a headshot a few times, but it's been dumb luck that I've got that headshot. Oh, hello.
Hey, come with me. A bunch of miners are heading.
Oh, are you right? Hey, here we go. Okay.
They're gonna get off Mars and back to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You help me reach the shuttle, and I'll make sure they take you.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've probably made better decisions. I don't really know why I've done that. And it's not letting me rewind because this isn't technically a PS Plus Classic. Good. Okay, I hope he wasn't important. This looks new. Hey, ta-da! We have finished the first level, area, bit, checkpoint. I don't know. It didn't seem big and long enough to be a whole level. I remember this really vividly.
Code red alert.
Let's go get that rocket launcher. Come on, pal. Give me your big boomstick. Come on. Jesus Christ, he just shot me in the face with a rocket launcher. And I took barely any damage and he took none. Boomer! Yeah, I love the little infrared, the little, like, heat vision infrared type thing on there. On the rocket launcher. Not much ammo for it though, I imagine that's going to be sparse, so I shan't be using that too much. It's picking up now, I'm getting multiple enemies. More danger. Bigger areas. Let's go back to my first impressions. I said I've already talked about the graphics, which I think are perfectly acceptable. The audio is decent, good voice acting. Lots of enemies talking about miners, though, which, you know, unless you know the full context of the game. Oh, I remember here. yeah, it's a bit weird hearing all these fully grown men saying stuff like, I'll deal with the miner. Come here, miner. Just you and me, miner. Like, a little bit sketchy, that, but okay. Gameplay, yeah, it's fast, it's furious, it's chaotic, just how I like it. Just like Time Splitters and other games like that, and GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, they were all similar. Very, very like Doom. It feels very Doom inspired. The guns, or at least the pistol that you start off with, doesn't feel weighty enough. It doesn't feel satisfying to shoot. It is pot luck with where your bullets are going to hit. If you use auto aim, I don't know if there's, like, Time Splitters had, you could hold down, I think it was the left trigger, and then you could move around the reticule for where you're going to shoot. Don't know if this has a similar function. Longevity, I'm not sure, to be honest, because I don't know if I'm still in the first level or if I've technically crossed over into the second level when I got that loading screen. I seem to recall it being just a normal game length. I beat it back in the day. Don't seem to recall thinking that it was long and boring or too short. I don't think many games really went over, I don't know, like 10 or so hours back in the day. Probably more around the 6 to 8 sort of time frame. I could really do with a machine gun or a shotgun or just something a bit more, like I say, weighty. And then the only other rating that I really look at is replayability. And I tell you what, 100%, absolutely, once I finish recording this video, in probably another 10-ish minutes or so, I will absolutely be playing more. It's great, it's fun, it's just standard run and gun, mindless chaos, and I love it. Now, obviously, it's not a patch graphically on something like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 that's not long released. Same with its audio and its voice acting, its sound effects, the range of weapons, always knowing what your objectives are, having choices to make and stuff like that. But it was 2001. I don't think anybody was asking for that kind of stuff back then.
I have my own reasons for hating them and wanting to help you. I've been watching the riots on security monitors. You're the only miner from M4 to make it this far.
No, that's not my rocket launcher. That's not gonna blow up a tank. Try that again. Boomer! Kaboom! Look at that beautiful, stunning HD explosion. No, it's a decent enough explosion for 2001. You know what more are you expecting? Let's go all the way down here. Long old walkway. Was that something? No, I thought I saw a little turn off there. Come on, come at me in the tunnels. Yeah, see, like, I've just shot that about a dozen times, and I feel like only 2 of the bullets actually hit, so maybe it might be worth me turning off the auto-aim. And play a bit more, not tactically, that's the wrong word, but aim for headshots and stuff a little bit more often. I am having a whale of a time. I don't know if Red Faction 2 is available on PS5 or on the PS Plus Classics or whatever. But if it is, I will be playing that after as well. Woo woo! Need some elevator music here. Ding! Feels like that was just a loading screen disguised behind an elevator. Hello! He's had a bad time. He's very much on fire. Ah, fucking yeah, let's go. Shotgun time. Here we go. Any good FPS is defined by its shotgun, in my mind. Shotguns are so important in shooter games. Okay, right, is there a... Oh, I've got a riot shield. I didn't even notice it. Nice. I wonder how effective this is for smashing faces in. Very cool. Don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. I will not be putting down this shotgun. I'll try out the riot shield, but I'm not going to be putting down the shotgun much. Although it's not got much ammo. He's got some, though. Oh no, I thought he did. Okay. So it looks like there's going to be quite a few shotgun enemies. Okay. Another loading screen. I feel like this is all still one long level though, so the levels are a decent... Oh, he went flying. He went on a trip. Boomer, boomer. Oh, I love this shotgun. I take back what I was saying about the weightiness of the weapons and the gunplay. It was obviously just the pistol. There's probably a better pistol, maybe a Magnum or a Desert Eagle kind of handgun. But yeah, this shotgun is a massive improvement, huge upgrade. Where on earth am I going, and where are these bullets coming from? Oh, it's a turret. Hello. Okay, normal. No, normal guns don't really seem to do much. They do to the human skin, though. They rip flesh apart. This shotgun's incredible. Let's try a rocket launcher on that. Boomer! There we go. Kaboomer plow. Rocket launcher's really good, really accurate. I am having a good time. Hello, sir. You want letting out. Okay, yeah, get the key. Kill him first. There we go, pal. Out you come. Got a trophy for that as well. Nothing in there. Oh, and he's dead already. Good. I'm glad I saved you. I feel good about saving you. It's not my fault you died. That's on you, pal. Should have stayed behind me. Getting quite a lot of enemies now. That's good. The enemies are very sparse in the first bit. This looks like where I came from. Where am I going? Yes, this is wrong. Or was it? Do I need to know? That's the... Yeah, this is where I came from. It's got... Oh no, this is new. Okay. So it's that almost like sun pattern on the doors, I think, is where I'm going. Here. Boomer. Yeah. No, nothing. Okay. Let's go all the way up. Okay, this looks like both doors. Yeah, both of those little doors lead me into this room. Boomer! Oh, it's so good. The shotgun is actually brilliant. That's taken my enjoyment of this experience up a couple of levels, even though I was already enjoying it. Do you know what? This is brilliant. Go back and play it. I really highly recommend going back and playing it if you like run and gun, mindless FPSs. FPSs in this day and age offer you something very different, more methodical gameplay, more heavy story-based action, more choices and stuff like that, and morality, and so much that, you know, it adds a lot to the game. But sometimes you just want to take a pump action shotgun and blast some mercs' faces off, don't you? This is brilliant. It holds up. It really does. I would be more than happy to play this. Like, I've not picked up Call of Duty 6? Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 yet. And honestly, I might not. It's the start of December as I'm playing this. And I'd be quite happy to just keep playing this. And certainly Red Faction 2 if I can find it. It controls really well, especially the fact that it lets you alter your controls to make them feel more modern. Like, I think at the start it told me that shoot was right bumper. To me, it should always be right trigger. I don't like triangle for reload. I feel like triangle should always be either jump or change weapon maybe, or bring up your radial menu and stuff like that. So it's great that you can customize it to how you want it, how you like it, how you prefer it. Where am I going now? Where am I going? I think it was the same with Time Splitters. I don't see the confusion about where to go as being a bad thing. There's nothing through that wall. Yeah, I don't see it as being a bad thing, because the game's so fast that I don't... No, I've been in here. Yeah, the game's so fast-paced that it's not like you're getting stuck for half an hour to an hour. I'm sure I'll probably find a way out within the next minute or so. Or I certainly hope that I find the exit in the next minute or so. What's in here? Yeah, right, okay. So, well, the rocket launcher sort of helps, in a way, with you finding your way. You can obviously find enemies using it. And 9 times out of 10, the enemies are going to be coming from somewhere, aren't they? They've got to be coming from somewhere worth going to. Where is this? Is this... no. Alright, this is where I've... oh, no, that's the one I've been in. Okay, right, I am getting a bit more than just a tiny bit lost now. I think I'm going to start winding down and maybe calling this a day. Oh, that was a big old sun there. I don't recognise this door. Here we go. This is new. Right. Pow! Pow! Amazing. Okay, I'm absolutely going to die here. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, well, what a shame. Brilliant game. Oh, return to main menu. Oh. Right, I've not paused and saved. That's the thing you've got to remember. Playing these games, you've got to save your own progress. People, I can 100% confirm that Red Faction does not suffer from rose-tinted glasses. It is still a great experience to go back and play in 2024 and 2025. Highly recommend it, whether you played it at the time or whether it's a brand new experience for you. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. If you could please hit like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff means the world to me. And I hope you will join me again in the future for another trip down memory lane.